think the mission of the boys here in the yeshiva, when they're going, it's to take all of what they received here, to take it and to go with it, and to be the real ambassadors of Eretz Israel and Medinat Israel.
I have 2,000 workers, and I try to teach them, you see, we have a mission. We are changing the country.
We face different problems, different questions, different ways of life.
I've been the rector of the university for 4 years. That's a mission.
This is where I specialize, this is what I enjoy doing, bringing people back to life.
They were holding a 10th anniversary for Les Miserables. It was televised, and Sukkot came, and everybody was in Albert Hall. I didn't do it. Why the yeshiva?
My responsibility is the chief of operation, in charge of protecting the settlements, the cities, the roads in Judea and Samaria.
If you look what's happened in the last 50 years, it's unbelievable. And now there is hundreds of thousands of people with this education, so this is something remarkable, such a revolution that Yeshivot Bnei Akiva did in this country.
According to the philosophy of Rav Kook, that Torah and the land and the people are really a one unique unit, and you cannot say that one is more important than the other.
The idea that Harav Neria started with only 13 students 63 years ago became a whole movement. And the influence that the Kippah Sruga had on Medinat Israel started at Yeshivot Bnei Akiva.
And excellency meant everything. When we were in the Yeshivot Bnei Akiva as youth, I mean, we had, the main goal was excellency.
There was the message that we had to be in the top of the top in any field that we are involved in. And it was later on a message that we carried with us to wherever we went.
You always have to try to do something more. And no matter how high you think you get, there is always something higher that you should desire. I'm talking about young kids who graduate of Yeshivot Bnei Akiva. You don't have to explain or to talk to them about how it's important and why it's important.
Our magic tend to be Israelis who serve in the army.
By seeing them, you immediately gain an appreciation for Tzahal and for the land also.
And why should they suffer or work hard or be away from home? Those questions have been answered before by being part of this educational system.
You can't actually be here learning if these guys weren't going to the army.
They're willing at 18 to go and sacrifice their lives for their country. It's something that we just don't understand.
There's no one who is not invited to be part of Yeshivot Bnei Akiva.
Because we work with many immigrants, we work a lot on the Jewish identity. An immigrant teenager has a double identity he has to find, himself in Israel and himself in the Jewish world.
In Kazakhstan, nobody knows Hebrew.
They don't have to come to a religious school. The fact that they chose to come to a religious school is because they want to learn.
And in Israel is not like in Ethiopia. Yeshivot Bnei Akiva program give to the kids answer. The answer is You must to continue that you believe in the past. And Be'ezat Hashem, the kids, they will be in future leaders for Ethiopian community.
We try to do something unique that in the past the Jewish religious people never dealt with. I'm taking, for example, any kind of art.
We study mostly art, and they try to, through the art, teach us about connecting to the country.
But we took the challenge, and from those Yeshivot Bnei Akiva, we have graduates who are so talented.
I started to be on stage when I was in the yeshiva. And we had a group there of 7 kids. But in the future, it's going to be easier for young, talented, the team, you know, that they can express themselves.
Also get to learn art and music, and because it's big and there's lots of opportunities.
To have a show on Broadway and to tell the world that Friday night is closed, this comes from the yeshiva.
The Torah doesn't ask everyone to sit down and learn all day. It's not for everyone. You can get a job in the normal, but it doesn't exempt you from learning and from living a Torah life.
First of all, you learn the yeshiva that make you a mensch.
You are growing up to be a man with principles, strong principles.
When I have any questions that involve morals or ethic issues, first of all, I think, what would I have done if I had my Rosh Yeshiva next to me? What would he have told me?
We see our teachers also as leaders. And I'm not talking politically here, I'm talking about leading in terms of involvement, dedication, commitment, caring.
I like Mishnah because it's discussion of the lawyer that I want to be.
If I could do anything, I want to be a doctor. And I think it's very important not to just learn Bereshit bara Elokim, to learn why, what, how.
So there was no question that this is the place where people are educated to be leaders, and the quality of the leadership should be the best both in content and in service.
We really educate the future generation. We educate youngsters that they know why they are living here. They are living here with attention, with meaning.
You have to remember that God gave us this land. He didn't give us America. He didn't give us Uganda. He gave us Israel.
So we lived in an atmosphere that we need to do something for the country, for the nation. We have a mission.
I was taught that each one of us came to this world for a purpose, and you have to fulfill this purpose. And if I can bring the word of the Shabbos to people around the world, I did my share.
We will win not because we're stronger, not because we're smarter, we are. But we will win because we are right, because our cause is right, and because God, the Mighty One, is on our side.
If one has in his mind the idea of Jewish continuity, Jewish good education, achievements in all fields of life, one has to find out a junction, an intersection, wherever you meet the best of people with the best of programs. And that's the answer that Yeshivot Bnei Akiva gave.